Okay. I believe this has also not been sent to you, the meeting room, right? Oh, okay, he has updated something.
I think he sent
28th
it to me.
April. Yeah. Mike to send Antonio PPT for content review in lieu of recording, and we'll go over in detail this week as needed with Antonio separately. PPT to be sent today. Okay. So he's gonna see what he has updated today, and I believe he has a call with later in the week, so he will discuss with you.
This is the EUC tech training. Okay.
He has updated because I requested him to update since he messaged that he was not able to join. Firmware of the AV devices. My code to email ROM code to Antonio today. This was delayed due to pricing review. So he will send you the code today as per his update. Network migration project. Shri, what is any update on this one?
Yeah. So as we discussed the previous week, I have sorted out the data. I don't know, can I present from my side?
Give me a sec. Let me see what else is there on the sheet, and then you can present it. Take over the screen. Any progress on this one, Shri?
Yeah. Actually, Shiver reverted us back. Antonius.
Okay, Mike has updated something. Mike BIAMP has installed VVC 2500, VVC 28 bar for evaluation at Glenview. KHIT has also initiated trial for HP Poly devices, which are not Stefanini recommended. All demo devices will basic troubleshooting support. After the issue will escalate to manufacturer, I guess. Okay. I believe when Mike speaks to you, he will give you more update on this, Antonio.
All right.
And for the list, Shri, we have data for 2025 or 2026? From where are you collecting?
Yeah, 2025 we have. 2024 and 2026, I have asked my team to collect that one, whatever we have. So 2025 we will be sharing today with Antonio. I do have the data.
Okay. Now for the network migration project, you can take over the screen and present the backup ones, right, Shri?
Yes.
Okay, go ahead.
Hello, Antonio. Yeah. So regarding the backup, for these many rooms, we don't need any backup because we are using, as you said, Shure P300 over there. So it's a software configuration only. We can get it from the device itself. But the main so the main challenge for this one is these devices are installed on the ceiling top. So when we are visiting that particular site, we will ask our technician to take it on remote, and we can download the existing configuration, and we can make the necessary changes that we have to make, since these all devices are on private network. So for these devices, we don't need any backup.
Okay.
So let's go to backup not available. So we have totally 60 rooms for which we don't have any existing backup. These are the room list. And for whatever devices we do have the backup, we have given the link for those devices. For those rooms, we have any backup for that one.
Okay.
Yes. And summing up together, there are 25 rooms with no control processor at all.
Okay, and then what backup do you need from those 25 rooms?
In those 25 rooms, let me take that list. No control processor. In those rooms, mostly it is P300. So in those rooms, we have to send a person and we have to fetch the existing program from the P300, and we do want to make the necessary IP changes to bring those devices back to the corporate network. When we are visiting that particular room from the IT people, we need some IP addresses for this so that we can make the changes accordingly. So all these devices are on private network. These are the 25 rooms.
Okay.
Yeah.
The 25 rooms have no control processor, but they have a private DSP.
Yes.
Okay.
So actually, this P300 can be used as a control processor also, right? It do have the capacity to do the control part also, but here they have mentioned as the audio DSP. I think it's been used only for the audio routing. So we can
I would double check that tree, because if it was meant to be a control processor like the QSys Core, I would use it that way. So just verify that statement you just made, because I don't think the P300 can do control. The QSys Core can.
Yeah.
The P300 is just a straight DSP.
But recently, that update that they made, I don't know. I will double check it from my side. But one of the friend from that he is from the Shure background, so he has suggested me to double check that possibility.
Right. Let me know what they say.
Sure. So totally there are 131 rooms. Either their audio DSP will be on private network or the control DSP on the private network. So we want to bring all those 131 rooms back to the corporate network. That's the actual plan. And we will take whatever the rooms we have the control processor which is on the private network, we will give you a quote for the reprogramming those particular thing. If you have the existing data backup, the cost will be lesser. So if you don't have any backup for those rooms, we have to do that programming from the scratch.
All right, bring me down to the totals again at the bottom. So you said we've got 60 rooms with no backup available. What is that? What are those 60 rooms?
Let me take. So these are the 60 rooms. So in that one, we have to filter out some of the devices where it is shared between this P300. So for these rooms, we don't have any backup. We can remove these rooms utilizing P300. But some of the rooms, along with the P300, they have used some of the DSPs. A private DSP is there.
So where are these 60? Show me these 60 rooms.
So let me finish short there. So if you take this one, Town Hall. So along with this P300, echo cancelling, they have utilizing some other processes also. Let me show you that. So these are the rooms. That's 16 without any control processor.
Okay, so these are the 60 rooms.
Yeah.
There's a private DSP, no control processor. What is the DSP that's in these rooms?
Most of the rooms is having P300.
Okay, so Why are they part of the 60 then?
With no backup available, because for these rooms we don't need any backup, so we have to fetch from the processor itself.
I'm a little
But
confused, Shri. So the ones that are P300 should be part of the first 25, right?
No control processor. Yeah, there are, see, if you take this one, the total sum. See, total 33 rooms are there with no control processor. It's showing 33.
Okay. And that doesn't match up with either one of your. Okay.
Sorry. I think I have made some changes in the last time.
Okay. So now, what are the 60 rooms that have no backup available?
Yeah. So if you go over there. So this we have segregated depend on the processor availability. Now we are going to segregate this 130 rooms based on the backup availability. So when we are taking with no backup available, it will include that P300 also.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's why the number is coming. Backup not needed, not available. So if you choose this one, including that P300 will come over there, because those processors don't need a backup actually. So that's why this number is coming to 60. See, if you avoid.
So now of these.
So including adding to this one, the QSS will be there as a audio DSP. Biamp Tessera is used as a audio DSP. Logitech will be used. So Crestron soundbar is. So these devices are still on private network.
Yeah, and that shouldn't matter.
Yeah.
There's no. Okay. So again, from the biamp up makes sense to me. The soundbar down does not make sense to me, right?
Okay.
So
but
there's
Tessera,
no reason for you. Go ahead.
Tessera, we need to bring that. Yeah.
I said
okay.
The biamp makes sense, right? The Logitech does not, right?
Okay.
So the Logitech should not be included. There's no configuration on those Logitech and the Crestron soundbars, right? So
okay. Okay.
So now there is.
So if we calculate the total, we can reduce 29 from this. 60 minus 21.
60 minus 29. It's 31 rooms.
Yes.
Again, this switch port private stuff, there's no switch ports in those rooms. There's no switch. It's just the UC engine and the bar.
1 minute, Antonio. What to say? Okay. I think we can remove from this thing the network port.
Hold on. Before we go so go back to that column you were in, because we're going to subtract more out of this number. Go back to your green one. Yep. Click on that filter. And then you need to remove Crestron soundbars out of that as well.
P300, okay. QSys, room offline, Silica, Logitech.
So I would remove all of them again. Hold on. Remove all of them again. Hit select all. And hit it again. And now do crush on. Nope, just Crestron soundbar. Get rid of Biamp. And now hit apply. All right. And how many of these do we have?
Only one.
Just one? Just one.
Yeah.
So that is 30. So now we've cut that number with no backup available from 60 to 30.
Okay.
Got it. Okay. So now if we bring up the rest of those devices, like you said, like you were just about to, that
Antonio?
should be a total. What's up, Mohan?
Do you need me for this? One of my team members is reaching out to me for something. Is
I
it
don't think
okay?
so, Mohan. You're good to go, buddy.
Me with Shri, right? I'll
Okay.
catch up with Shri.
Okay.
Thank you. Keep me posted,
Thanks,
man.
Mohan.
Thanks. Thank you, Antonio. Have a good day. Bye.
Bye.
Thank you, Mohan.
All right. So, ESP now.
So regarding
had
the
it. You moved over. Nope. Go back to your left. Left. Now do your audio DSP filter again. Right? And now if you unselect everything again, right? And then you want to do Biamp. Yep. What else you want to do?
P300. Yeah,
You want to do the
P3.
P300 in there?
Yeah.
Sure.
Silica. Okay. Or on private network.
And how many are these?
These are total 25.
And now, if we remove the P300s out of here, because we're already counting those, we've only got 15 rooms, right?
14.
14. There's 14 rooms outside of those P300s that you need. You have no backup available, right?
Hmm.
Okay.
So if we can,
And then you've got 33 rooms that have a P300 in it.
yeah, without control processor.
I think you need to label that one too. You need to mark that as Shure P300s.
I think, Antonio, without a control processor, no control processor over there. Let me unselect. With no control processor. I think we have to unselect some other things. Yeah. So currently,
So we got 33 P300s. We have an additional 14 Biamp and QSys that we've got. So we've got to have somebody physically go there and pull that. So now either the audio or DSP on the private network. So now, how many rooms do you have column M that have a control processor in them?
So totally 133. If you
No.
choose.
Go back to column M. And now filter out. What choices do we have? NA, need to check. NV32, okay.
RMC4.
RMC.
So
Oh, yeah, RMC left in. Interesting. Okay. And if we scroll up. Get rid of that. Yep, get rid of blanks. I don't know why Core 8 is. Oh, wait. Go ahead and hit that filter for me again.
$50.
All right, so we have 50 rooms with processors in them. That
Yeah.
sounds right.
Okay.
Now do the filter that you wanted to do, which is what rooms don't have a. No, I would leave that filter on and then filter, yep, by the backup. Yep, there you go.
So here we have to find latest not available. Yes, filter over here. Blanks. Backup not available. Latest TV backups are not with us. Okay. Backup not available. Okay. Yeah.
So how many out of those 55 do you need backups?
16.
6. So again, right? So now we're talking about 33 plus 30. Now we're talking 63 rooms that you guys need to visit. That's a much different number than 131, right?
Yeah. But this is, I am not sharing that every room has a programming needs to be done. I included this private network. Either it can be audio DSP or a control DSP, which is on private network. So this 131 room is including either one of the DSPs will be on private network. So our main intention is to bring all the devices back to the corporate network. So 131 is not for this programming change. 131 is for total number of devices, which either can be a control processor or can be a audio processor. From that we have removed this one. You don't need this Logitech device. So that was a good find. So we removed that one. That cut down much number.
So then okay, so then of the 131 rooms now, we didn't subtract anything out of that overall number. So what's the overall number minus the Logitech and Crestron soundbar?
Yeah.
Because it's not 131 anymore.
Correct. So that we can sort it out. Logitech. Core, Crestron, soundbar, Dante. Dante USB we can remove, right? Or we have to keep that one? Because if it is on private network, we have to bring those Dante devices also to corporate one. Logitech soundbar.
Dante USB.
QSP. Logitech we have to remove and Crestron we
What?
have to.
What room? So I guess let's answer your first question first. So let's figure out what's the
Dante USB, right?
What's the total minus the
So,
total minus the sound bars? Did you subtract those out?
yeah, I am removing that one.
That's what you're doing right now. Okay.
Yeah. Logitech we have removed, Crestron soundbar we have removed. Okay. So totally including these two, out of 131, we have 30. So 131 minus 30, it is 101 rooms.
So it's a pretty big chunk.
Yeah. 101 rooms with private IP devices.
Private network, right? Either audio or control.
Correct.
Right. So what you're telling me now is the quote that you're going to work on is for 101 rooms to bring those devices onto the network, correct?
Yes. And with the programming changes for these rooms also, 16 rooms. If you are able to get the backup for the 16 rooms, that will be great. We just need to make some IP changes to that existing program and we'll be good to go. So otherwise, if you want to bring these rooms back to the corporate network, we have to find the programming from the scratch.
I need the list of those 16 rooms.
Okay, let's go to okay, control processor, private. Okay, core. This one. I need to check. Okay. Then with the backup not available. Latest AV backup not available. Latest not with us. Okay. Yes. Yeah, don't you? QSys audio DSP is there. So regarding the control processor NOMA, I will find that one. So we'll ask the team to check this one also. So we will if he have Anthony, if he can get able to get that backup for that 60 rooms, that will be great.
Quote me as if we have the code for all of these rooms. And then we will figure out what the additional cost will be for the rooms that we cannot find.
Okay.
Now, what I would like is, so these 16 rooms that you just sent in the chat, I want you to update that, and I want you to tell me what device is in that room that you need the code for.
Okay.
So copy that column as well, please.
Hmm. Come on. Oh, sorry. Again, we have to. Yeah, Antonio.
All right, and then go back to that spreadsheet real quick before you change anything. And then scroll over a little bit. Yep. Keep going till I see the DSP. And take a screenshot of the room with the DSP that's in there as well. Please. Okay. And if I understand correctly, right, you want the code for the processor, not for the audio device per se, correct?
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
But if we get, you know that one, if we get the backup for this one, automatically these audio DSPs also will be controlled through this control processor. Definitely in this code, these codes will be available.
Okay. And so how?
Because if I want to control audio, right, I will be giving some connection RS-232 or via that network cable connection will be given to this Tessera. So I will be controlling this BIAM Tessera through XIO port or something else, or RS-232 configuration. So definitely within this particular source code, this more that modules will be available. So when we want to bring these devices also to the corporate network, we want to change the respective IPs mentioned for these particular devices in this code. Then only we can also, these devices will be able to communicate with this particular audio DSPs. So this code is enough for us. And we do want to get separate corporate IPs when we are making some programming changes to this one, both for this audio DSP and for this control DSP.
All right. So when can I expect the quote for the 101 rooms?
What I can do is, I can share if you are not in assumption that if we don't have a backup, we have to do this programming from the scratch. For this,
No. I want the quote as if I have the code.
okay, sure. I will share you accordingly.
All right. And how long until you can provide that quote?
The existing, whatever the backup we do have, that one we reviewed that one. So I don't want to ask you that question, but frankly, is there a possibility to let us? You can say within this particular time we can get a possible backup for these devices also. So once we got that backup, we can review that codes, right? Accordingly, we can share that proposal. That's actual step.
Okay. Yeah, so this is gonna be a chicken and the egg, right? So I need a quote for these 101 rooms.
Okay.
So if I want you to take an assumption that says that we have the code for these, how many rooms is this? 16 rooms, right?
Yeah.
And then make your quote according to the fact that if we have the code, that's what that's going to be, right?
Okay,
and
sure.
then how long will that take you guys to come up with that quote?
At a maximum 2 weeks. I will try to put it together within 1 week. If not happening within 2 weeks, I will definitely get back to you. I'm adding a buffer of 1 week. So one more thing, Antonio. So we need IPs from our network, your Craft network team for these devices, right? Before we start programming those ones, and we want. So when we discussed previously with this one, so previously we've been told that IT people will take care of connecting that physical connection from this private network to the corporate network. So once we get that one, it will be easier for us to give you a timeline also, right? So if you are facing any delay in executing those things, accordingly that project timeline will extend. So I'm sharing these things in advance with you. So what are the operational steps, right? Once we get it converted to the corporate network and the physical connection is established, we will start making that programming changes accordingly.
Okay.
Yeah, if any delay happen from those things, if the IPs are not reachable, right? So then they'll be extended hours, right? That we can discuss on the TNM basis. And last we done some project back that we bring those surfaces back to the programming, back to the corporate network. We will create one more series accordingly, and I will discuss with you the latest development. What are the potential challenges that we have? What are the bottlenecks and all those things, and that we can execute in that project management part.
Okay, so basically, if I don't have the code, obviously the price that you're going to quote me for the 101 rooms, I would expect that would increase.
Yeah, only for the 16. Only for the 16 with the without backup. The 16 row. Yeah.
That's what I'm saying, right? So
yeah.
I would love to get that quote for the 101 rooms as soon as possible while I work on figuring out if I have the code, right, for these 16 rooms.
Okay.
Right? So this way, while you're working on the 101 rooms, right, I'll know that the 16 rooms will also need to, will need the uncompiled code for you guys in order to update the IPs for the networking equipment that's in the room.
Okay.
Because when we put that switch on the network, it's going to change the IP of the devices in the room, or it's just going to change the device's IP.
No. The within the program, unless and until we changes that IP address within that program, those devices still be on that old IP, and those devices won't be traceable. It won't be showing within the program, or we won't be able to find that IP. So once we able to change or magbind that particular device to the latest one, then only those devices will be visible within the program.
And you have to do that because the IP of the switch is going to change. So you guys have to,
Yeah.
I guess,
Let me.
at another time, Shri, you're going to have to break this down for me so
No,
I
no,
can
no.
make sense of this. So,
I will right away do it for you. So the thing is, there are three to four type of controlling types: RS-232, XIO. So in that particular thing, so if you are openable to so if you are controlling through the IP, so that devices will be called using that IP address. So if it is in the 192 series, then if you are providing a new IP, we have to manually change that IP within the program to the updated one. Then only we will be able to call that particular devices. So that's a programming change that we have to do. That we will do that one from our end. Only thing that we needed, the respective IPs we have to get in advance. You have to let us know what are the new IPs we have to assign to that particular devices.
what particular devices?
If you are
So give me an
changing,
example.
like, okay, let me give you an example. So in this particular any of the DSPs which may be on 192 series, see, if you take this one, this particular IP, we can echo cancelling speakerphone. Okay, this is in private network, right? Private IP is there. So you will be providing me a new IP. It will be in the range of 10.6.18.88, right? It may be 89. So when you are providing this new IP, right, see, to bring this device to a corporate network, this is a new corporate IP, and you have to assign. In the program itself, we have to reassign. We have to delete this IP, and we have to update this new IP to this one. And your IT people have to MAC-bind this device IP to the updated one, and we will make the changes, the respective changes in the program itself. Then this program will be able to call this particular device. For example, I will rename this one this DMP3 series. I will open the program within this one. So there will be multiple modules. I can find a module in the name of this particular device. If I double click the device, there will be IP will be there. It will be mentioning this as. So I have to re-edit this one to the new IP which has been provided by the craft. And we will test it out. The software is not installed within my device. Otherwise, I will open you the program code. I can show you how it is done.
So right now, inside of a room,
Yeah.
the only devices you guys can't see are the P300 and the Shure microphone.
I don't think P300 is visible for us because P300 is in private network. If you bring those devices to the corporate network, definitely it will be visible for us. That's
All right,
ultimate call.
Slow down. So now we're going to put the switch on the corporate network.
Yes.
Correct?
Yeah.
And then it's going to assign a new IP to the P300.
Great. Yes.
And the Shure microphone.
Yes.
Okay. So you guys aren't programming anything.
No,
rooms.
In that if you're assigning that IP also, we have to change those IPs within that program. Otherwise, that program won't work. That's why I'm.
All right. So you're telling me that for every P300 that AVI SPL is set up,
Yeah.
they have dictated the IP of that P300 and that Shure microphone. It doesn't automatically get assigned by the switch?
Mostly it won't be because whenever some power, if it is not MAC-binded, every time it will be searching for a new IP. It has to be MAC-binded. It has to be given a static IP also.
So now you're saying that we have to assign a static IP to our P300s and our MX 910s and 920s.
Yeah, P300 I'm sure about. Other two I will double check and update you.
And again, I'm just trying to understand this, right? So even though the switch is the device that's determining the IPs
Mhm.
for those devices, you're telling me that now they are going to now have to assign those IPs. Okay, yeah, I want you to verify this process for me,
Yeah.
Shri, because like I said,
Yeah.
what you're telling me doesn't make sense. So I need you to verify that as it works today, that basically that DSP programmer is assigning the IPs to the devices instead of that switch automatically assigning it the IP
Yeah.
and then it finding it.
Yeah. The programmer has to assign the individual IPs to that one.
I
It,
don't agree with that, Shri. I think the switch is assigning the IPs and then it's communicating back. Then you have to connect the two devices. So that's what I said. I want you to double check that, right? Like I don't think that process is correct. I could be wrong, right? Like, but I'm just trying to understand in a large conference room, right, how this is going to work, right? Because again, if you're telling me that somebody goes in and assigns the IPs of all of those devices, I find that hard to believe. So verify that with whoever you're going to verify that with. And I'm going to verify this process as well on my end. Not
Okay.
saying that you don't need the code, because we definitely need to point the controllers to the correct IPs, but I'm struggling with the P300 piece and the 920s, right? So let's verify that. But so in 2 weeks, I'm going to see a 101 room quote for you guys to update the Netgear switches to a Kraft Heinz IP, and you guys will have to Mac bind and whitelist all those Netgear switches with an IPAM request.
Yeah.
Correct?
Yeah.
Okay.
I
I will
was
wait to see that quote.
sure. I'm just because see, this is the simple window. Simple window is one software which we do for the coding, and VT Pro is the one we will be designing that button. So I'm checking that one. So in this particular thing, you can find some modules for the devices to control. So this is the simple window codes that our camera. See, this is the code used for our camera. So I think this, if you open this code, you can find a particular IP, right? Most of the cameras will be controlled through networking cable only. So one IP will be assigned to this particular camera, and we will be calling this through a particular IP calling. So every device will have different control modules. So we have to go to this particular thing, and we have to, when we are opening this one, we have to rename that IP address. So what are the new IPs we are assigning to this one?
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. I'm going to verify this.
Sure, please.
All right. So 2 weeks,
Yeah, I don't know.
May 12th, I'm going to see a quote for 101 devices. And then if I can't get you guys code, that's obviously going to increase substantially, because we're going to have to rewrite the code in those 16 rooms.
Sure.
Roger that.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you, Antonio.
All right, Shri. Thank you for working through that with me.
Okay. Thank you.
All right. Take care.
Bye.
Bye.
ഇങ്ങനെയാണ് സ്റ്റെപ്പ് ആണ് പോയി നോക്ക്